I lost all my money because I realized it's not my stuff. I never done any business training.
With this job, you can go anywhere in the world.
Exactly. In the worst case scenario in your life, like when you will need money or something, you need to know how to do something where you can earn on the side. I was scared of each step. My English was really bad. I wasn't rude to her. I just was honest with her.
This episode of Beyond the Tweezers is sponsored by London Lash, who are one of the leading brands in the lash industry. And honestly, they need no introduction if you're a lash artist. They support artists with incredible products, amazing education, and tools that generally make your lash life so much easier. It's a brand I've worked with for years, and I use their products every single day as a lash artist and trainer, and I generally wouldn't go anywhere else. So let's dive into the episode.
What I want to start with is from the very beginning.
Oh, very, very beginning.
So I want to know, because I don't even know if I personally know the story. I was trying to think about it and think, do I know when Darja came here, what you did? You know, like how, the younger version of you, how did it start? So where was you from?
So I'm originally from Estonia, but I don't speak Estonian language.
How come?
So my dad, he's from Ukraine and mom from Belarus.
Okay.
And they moved there when they were young. So I was born in Estonia, and whole my life I spoke in Russian with and still speaking Russian with my parents. So I went to Russian school. I'm from very, very small city, which is very close to Russia. For me, like to get to Russia, it's like 1 hour and I can be in Russia. Like
wow.
just to cross the border, basically. So everyone there speak Russian, even if it's Estonia. And I was learning Estonian at school, but I forgot. Like once since I moved here, I didn't have practice and so on. So I forget. I don't remember.
I guess in your household though, when it's not your first language, when it's there, you're not really...
I never had Estonian friends. I never had anyone I could speak Estonian language.
Yeah.
So I'm from Estonia, but I don't speak Estonian. And if you will ask where did I finish my first eyelash extension course, it was in Estonia.
Oh, so you did that before you came to the UK?
Yes.
So this is one thing that was on my questions, because I was thinking, did you do it there and then come here and do it here? Or?
Yes. So my mom, she was the one who said, Darja, you need to finish any course like nails, lashes, and brows, something. She said, like in the worst case scenario in your life, like when you will need money or something, you need to know how to do something where you can earn on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, what should I do? And my cousin, she finished eyelash extension training 1 year earlier than me. And I was like, I want to do lashes as well. So we started to look for the trainings. I was at school. I was 17 years old, I think. That's when I did my first eyelash extension training. It was 2011.
So did you do anything before that? Or
No.
was that your...
It was first.
Wow, that's similar to me. I've never known any different.
Yeah. So, and I didn't have much customers because I was at school and the city is very small, and there's no one really knew about promotion. There was no Instagram.
There was no social media, really.
I think I opened my first Instagram in 2014, not in 2000. Yeah, so it was hard that time, but I wasn't really focusing much. I only remember I used my first bottle of glue for like 1.5 years.
Wow, did it last that long?
Probably. I remember that I wasn't ordering anything, but I was doing customers. So I used my first ever bottle for so long. Like it was definitely a year.
So then when you were 17 when you first done it?
Yeah.
You was in your own country.
Yes.
But what made you then decide to come to UK? How old were you?
So it was my last year at school.
Okay.
I finished, we have like 12, you need to go 12 years to school. So it was 11, I finished 11th year. And then I went in the summer. We have 3 months off from school. I went, finished that course, and then whole year I still had to go to school. I already was 18. I was driving to school. It's actually weird. You kind of a grown up.
I was going to say,
but you need to go to
matured.
school. Yeah, you need to go to school. So yeah, and I knew that I want to study in UK. My brother was already in UK. So I started to apply to the UK universities. I think I was applying to Cardiff, Birmingham, Bradford. And Bradford, that's where I...
So in your mind, you knew that you wanted to come to the UK to study?
Yes.
Go to university?
Yes.
But your mum said, have something on the side so that you can then pursue.
Yes.
So she was already thinking so much in
Yes.
advance, because with this job, you can go anywhere in the world.
Exactly.
So did your mum ever do beauty? Was she ever in...
She actually was doing nails first when she was like 40 something, closer to 50. She started to do nails, but she always been with us.
So say it runs in the family, because your cousin was even doing it as well, isn't it?
Yeah. So, and I was like, okay, let's do it. The training was okay. Mm-hmm. We used to use like loose lashes, and I was putting them on the forehead. Like, you know, like you could only use 9, 11, 13.
And the loose lashes in the pot.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember
And I was
them.
putting, imagine those loose lashes on the oily forehead of the customer. That's what I was doing.
And you were picking them up from their head.
Yes. Yes. That's how I trained. No one was showing me how to do other way, so I didn't even know there other way. When I saw the strip lashes, like the lashes on the strip, I was like, wow. And I started to stick them on the forehead.
I was going to say, where did you put them? Because I had mine on my hands.
No, first it was forehead, because that's how I trained at the beginning, to pick up from the forehead.
Ah.
And then I started to put on my hand, because I was like, oh, forehead. Let's put a tissue on the forehead instead of lashes. And then after hand, I had the palette on the side.
I used to find the palette at first the most scariest thing. When it was always hand, to go to a palette, I was thinking, this is so, because I'm so used to it being so close to me, and then it
imagine
being
from the forehead. From the forehead, it's even faster.
Yeah.
I'm following one girl in Russia. She is doing classic lashes in 28 minutes, and she's got like a patent or something. So it actually works, her technique. And she's having like a band on the forehead where she stick lashes, and she's working from the forehead. So I'm guessing this kind of a trick for the fast work as well.
Because you are so close.
Yes.
Where did she put her glue though?
I'm not sure. Maybe she's having. She probably may be having as well. I don't remember. I need to check. I didn't pay attention. Or it's a glue ring. Which is not good.
That's the only thing that if there was something else, I'm a clumsy person.
I'm the same.
So if I would be like,
everything will be in the glue, like me, customer, floor.
I'd have no clients.
Yes. So yeah, that's how.
So you came to the UK, and then did your mum and dad come too?
No. They can't. They've never been in the UK.
So they're still.
So they both of them, they need to have visa to come to UK, and they just don't want to
go through all of that.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I came to Bradford.
I know where Bradford is.
Yes. So that's where I was studying for 3 years, and I was working after uni doing customers.
What was you studying?
Medical engineering.
Wow. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Is it quite interesting, or was it?
It's interesting, but it's very hard. On the last year, I realized that's not what I want to do. And I just finished, and I was like, it's okay, thank you, bye. But while I was studying, I was doing lashes, and I realized I love lashes so much. When I saw happy faces of the customers, I was like, oh my God, that's what I want to do. I want to make people happy. I love it so much. And yeah, that's why I was like, let's do lashes.
I think because you're probably doing both, you can see like the pros of lashes more than what you were studying.
Yes.
It kind of makes you go, I know for definite I don't want to do the medical engineering.
Yeah.
Did you learn anything from uni that you've taken into like the lash world itself? Is there any type of like business thing that you learned there, or is there anything
It wasn't much about the business. It's a lot of like biology and anatomy and all the stuff. So like engineering stuff, like physics and all the stuff. So maybe by counting how many lashes, calculate all these weights, yes, it's helping. But like in the business, no. I got a lot of business stuff from Hanna, actually.
Yeah, I can imagine she's got...
from Hanna, from my dad, because he had his own business as well. So yeah, it's more like business related from there, and a lot of from Instagram. I never done any business training. I never done any Instagram training, nothing.
I think when you're around people that are doing it, you almost take the experiences that they're having. You kind of like are a product of your environment, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm as well like a person who's always analyzing. So even like when I had a salon, for example, I was analyzing everyone's reviews around me, and I was reading bad reviews, seeing what they doing wrong, so I can avoid doing this in my salon. So I'm the person who's always analyzing everything on the side, and then like invest in how to say, bringing it to my business.
To improve your business even more.
Yeah.
So that was actually one of my questions. I didn't know if you went into the salon, Hanna's salon, London Lash, when you came here, but you just said you had your own salon.
My own salon, it was the last step.
Okay, rewind.
It was the last step. Basically, when I finished uni, I was like, I don't want to stay in Bradford. It's beautiful city, but not where... And I actually was thinking to move to Manchester or to move to London.
Right.
And London, win-win. So that's when I moved, and I found only one place who accept me to work. It was a salon, but it wasn't Hanna salon. And I was working there 6 days per week.
Long hours?
I think I was working from 11 or 12 till 8, something like that.
Okay.
And then when I had day off, I was starting to take customers at home.
At home. Wow.
Yeah. And I think that's slowly. And then I found Hanna.
Oh, okay.
I worked for like 2 or 3 months in that salon. I was like, nah, I need to go.
What was the salon like?
It was a very small salon in West London. It just newly open. It was a new salon. We were doing everything there, like lashes, brows, manicures, pedicures. And there wasn't much lashes and brows. There was a lot of manicures. And while I was at uni, I finished nail course. So I was able to do manicures and pedicures. But I was like, I want to do lashes.
Yeah, you feel like you're missing out on exactly what you wanted to be doing there. Yeah.
And I found... No, actually, before Hanna, I found another place. I worked there for a week. It was a lash salon.
Oh no, what happened?
It just was like a situation when customer came. She's got this, when they're pulling their lashes. I don't remember how it's called.
It is a long word, and it's like that disorder where they do it in their sleep.
Yes. So she came with like 10, 15 lashes on each eye, natural lashes. And she asked me how long it will last. And I said, I don't know, because I don't know. I didn't know. And she decided I was rude or something. She complained to my boss.
Oh.
And my boss, she was quite rude to me. And I was like, gosh, I don't want to go through this. I don't think I've done something wrong to that customer. I wasn't rude to her. I just was honest with her, really. And my boss, she wasn't really like on my side. And I was like, I don't want to work here. So I said, look, I can work for how long you need me to work, but I will leave. I'm not going to stay here. I left. And I met Hanna maybe before I went to that salon, because I did masterclass with Hanna for classic lashes. And then in May, I even remember it was 5th of May when I did volume training with Hanna.
Ah, so you actually did a couple of courses there?
Yes, I did foundation masterclass. It was like 2 hours. And then I was like, I love Hanna so much. I want to do volume training as well with her. So I did volume training in 2015. And then in June, I applied. I left that salon and I applied to Hanna's place. And she said, oh, Darja, you're not so good yet. I need someone who's working fast, who's doing good lashes. And I was like, what? I was like, okay.
How did you take that in that moment? Did it set you back and go, oh my God? Or did you kind of take it?
For me, it was a motivation, a very good motivation. I'm the person, if you're saying no, I will be like, okay. So I started to practice and I started to work from home a lot. And I was work for in August, I messaged Hanna again. I said, Hanna, 2 months since, she said no. I was like, Hanna, I practice so much. I'm very fast. I'm doing amazing lashes. Just give me a chance. Of course, I was lying because I wasn't still so fast in 2 months. Come on. So, and then she's like, okay, come. So I came to her salon on Victoria. It was Victoria Station that time in London. And I did the model. Gosh, I think I applied everything, like 2D classic, 3D, 6D, everything possible on that model. And then Hanna said, okay, I will call you. And I thought, okay, probably she will say again no. And then in the evening, she's calling me. And, the phone call wasn't like, oh, okay, so I'm taking you, blah, blah, blah. It was more like, so can you come Monday, Tuesday, let's say Thursday? And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like, but you're working days. I'm like, are you taking me? And she's like, I didn't tell you. I was like, no. She's like, yeah. I'm happy. I'm taking you. So that's how I got placed at Hanna's salon.
So when you did your model, was you anxious about being in, did you have that, you was obviously, how old were you at that time?
I was probably 21.
So you're young as well. That's but then again, me and Veronica were saying this, you're quite fearless for some reason, aren't you? Or was you quite...
Well, everything I was doing that time, I was scared of each step I was doing. I moved by myself in London.
Wow.
Everything I was doing by myself, no relatives. I had my friend only. And actually, thanks God to her and thank you so much. She's actually working for London Lash as well. She helped me. She gave me the room to rent because someone moved out. So everything worked out like a magic, like everything...
slotted into place.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my God, everything is going... Because otherwise I was thinking where I'm going to stay, where should I rent the room, how should I find those rooms and all the stuff. And Kate, she helped me a lot.
That is really brave of you though, to go and just do that all on your own at that age.
But I was scared of every step I was doing. You probably wouldn't be able to read on my face, but inside, oh my God, my mom was always on my phone. My mom, she's a very big supporter in this. I'm another big thank you to my mom that she was helping me to go through all the steps. And yeah.
She kind of believed in you well before you even did the course, really, because she was kind of saying to you, this is what you should be pushing yourself to do. Yeah. Maybe she saw it in you before you even...
Maybe.
You never know.
Maybe.
That's incredible, though. That's all on your own at 21.
Everything basically, since by myself on the plane, by myself first time in the Manchester huge airport. I didn't know where to go. I just knew I need to go and find where is the bus stop. like the coach stop or how it's called. So I have to find, and it was just so hard. My English was really bad. For me to say sentence, can you please let me know where is the bus stop? It would be like, I need a bus stop.
Just point at the bus.
Yes. So yeah, it was hard, and I was scared of everything. Like,
if someone was listening to this now and they were scared of like knowing if the step, like they're scared
just
of
do
them
it.
step, your advice is just do it.
Just do it. Everything you want to do, just do it.
Was there ever a moment where you sat there and thought, have I made the right choice being here? Did you ever have that moment at that age where you just thought, I'm scared of this step, but did you know that you needed to do it in that sense? Or was there a part of you that was like...
I mean, like, I have a mom, I guess, who was supporting me. I guess when you don't have anyone who is supporting you, it's probably even harder because you don't know if you're doing the right step, if you're choosing the right path, and so on. But I know definitely for so many years, like since I will be 33 next month, I can say that do everything you want to. If you're thinking doing something, just do it. So when you said, I want to do, I was like, do it.
Just do it, Karen.
Just do the podcast.
Yeah.
And like, if someone now who's listening thinking if I should, I don't know, become a trainer, or if I should open a salon, or if I should, I don't know, quit lashes, do brows, do it. Because if you're not going to try, you will never know.
And you'd rather know.
Yes.
Make the mistakes, maybe. Or if it doesn't work out, you go, at least I tried that. And
like for example, for me, after COVID, when I had my Milana, the first child, I was like, I want to go back to Estonia. I want to live in Estonia. I want to go back. We moved and we came back in 5 months.
You moved?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, we left UK. I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. And I tried. And I was thinking, if I wouldn't try, I wouldn't know.
You'd always have what if.
Yes.
Yeah.
So in 6 months, we moved back. I got all my customers back. I reopened the salon. I started to work. So I quit doing lashes now. I don't have salon. I'm not even self-employed anymore.
I have this all on here. I was like, we need to talk about that.
It's like I opened the salon. I lost all my money. I closed the salon because I realized it's not my stuff. Like everything what I earned by doing lashes, trainings abroad, like, and all the stuff, everything I put in a salon. And of course, I pretty much didn't get, well, maybe I got my money back, but I didn't earn much.
Okay, so you opened your salon after working at London Lash salon?
Yes, well,
because it closed at one point, didn't it?
It's actually closed. I left before.
Oh, okay.
So I started to work at Hanna's place. I worked for a year, and then Hanna said, do you want to go on the competition? I was like, are you sure? She's like, yeah, let's go. I was like, okay. So it was 2016.
Okay.
And basically I was working at home. I was working in Hanna's salon. And then after the competitions, I became a London Lash trainer because Hanna, she was so busy that she couldn't do all the stuff, like imagine products, trainings, salon. It was too much. And I think it was me, Marilyn, the girl who was working as well, and Natasha. Natasha, she's still our London Lash trainer. So I think that's how we started. And I became London Lash trainer. I started to do a lot of trainings. I was very busy with trainings. I think I had 2-3 VIPs per week.
Wow.
At least 2 groups of volume. I think I was doing volume. Natasha was doing foundation trainings a month. Full 6. I was so busy. Plus, I was traveling. I was in... Where I've been? I've been in Ireland. I've been in Italy twice. I've been in Germany.
4 trainings.
With the trainings.
Wow.
So like France, I've been in a lot of countries.
So would you say you was probably one of like the first London Lash trainers in a sense of it being like the trainers that were there at the beginning?
Yeah, I think me and Natasha, we went to that teacher training together and we started together.
Yeah, because I think at that time, lash extensions were still, I don't want to say they were new in the industry, but they were still like, there was not loads and loads and loads of people doing it. And I don't think there was loads of trainers either.
No, it wasn't.
But I found that London Lash and the trainers at that time, it was like the perfect timing, like for...
Yes.
Because it was something that the industry evolved, and the lashes was like you said at the beginning, of making someone feel beautiful, making them feel good. Like,
yes.
That whole part of it, everyone just was obsessed with. Like, I remember doing my first training and going, I can give someone the mascara look every day. Like, nearly fell off my chair. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was obsessed. And then I feel like being at that level, or then doing the London Lash training like you and Natasha was.
Yeah.
You and Natasha then being at London Lash trainers, it was kind of felt like it was the perfect time.
It was, I think it was boom.
Because you saying you had them VIP that many times a week.
I had students traveling from Japan, from Thailand, like from so many countries. I was like from America, Canada. Like I had students traveling abroad all the time.
Wow.
All the time. So I remember even like I had to give numbers of days and dates to the girls to put on the website so people can book, and people as well like messaging me on Instagram asking, can I do a training with you? So I was sending everyone to London Lash. Like I was traveling all the time. Like for me, I think 2017-18 was boom of my career.
Wow. Well, when I was looking for your Instagram, I did think that, because even your work at that time, like when you was doing your competition, your work, I said this to Veronica as well. I have, at like 2016, 17, 18, I still feel like I only did my volume course in 2018. But when I was looking at yours and the London Lash girls' work, you was at another level of like excellence at that time. So like I feel like even though it boomed, it was because you were amazing at what you did and you had the knowledge and everything like that. But that timing just looked like everything just exploded at that time.
So I think like before I went on the competition, I was doing a lot of Russian volume trainings. Hanna was inviting all the time someone. So I did like, I remember everything what I was earning. My salary was like, I don't know, maybe 1,300 a month. And I was splitting everything like rent, food, travel on the course. I wasn't going anywhere. I wasn't buying anything, like no clothes, nothing. Like, and I was like, Darja, don't worry.
It's going to happen.
It will, don't worry. Now you taking this money, instead of buying a bag or shoes or something, you're putting in your education. But later you will start to earn money and you will be able to buy. I still remember I was like, I want to buy a Christian Louboutin shoes. Like when I get my first big money, I will buy it. And I still don't have any pair because they're uncomfortable.
They're so uncomfortable.
I was like, no, I would never buy. I think when I earned my first money from the training abroad, it was like maybe £2,000 or something like that.
Wow.
When I came back, first what I did, I went and I bought myself a MacBook.
Oh, and you need to treat yourself, I think. When you have that, when you've accomplished it, I think it's important that you take the time to say to yourself, well done.
I even remember myself, we went to the Central London, I think it's on Oxford Street, the big Apple store. And I bought myself not just a MacBook Air, a MacBook Pro.
Has to be the Pro.
The Pro. and I was like, oh my God, I bought it on my own money. Like I earned it.
How did that feel?
Incredible.
Oh.
You know, like from the girl who was like doing working, saving money, and now like, oh my God, I can go and buy a MacBook.
It's like independence, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
For me, it was like, oof. It was a good, I can't say it's like a motivation, but
incentive. Like
yes.
you got that money and you knew that it could just keep going
yes.
on as more and more that you did
yes.
it.
Yes.
Because you think that one training abroad was just going to go into more trainings abroad, you know, because once you get your name out there and people see that you're doing that.
And like, it's the feeling is incredible. And I remember I even felt at some point uncomfortable because I started to earn more than my husband was earning that time. Now it's opposite. Completely opposite.
Before we carry on, I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about London Lash, who are sponsoring today's episode. As most of you know, I am a London Lash trainer, and it's a brand I generally use in my own work and throughout my trainings. So this partnership feels really natural to me. What I love about London Lash is that everything they do is created with lash artists in mind. From the products themselves to the education, the support, the tools that help you work smarter, not harder, while still getting the best possible results. The performance of these products honestly speaks for itself. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in the industry for years, they really understand the realities of being a lash artist. And that's exactly why I choose to use them. I've also got an exclusive discount just for you. You can get 20% off your next order with the code CARIS20. Terms and conditions apply. What I'll do is I'll leave all the links in the episode description if you want to have a look. And as always, a huge thank you to London Lash for supporting the podcast and of course the industry. Now, back to the episode.
I think like me and my husband, we are such a good supporters to each other.
You're like team.
Yeah. Like even like today, I was like, can you have a day off? He's like, of course. Oh. I will drive my princess.
Oh, you was a passenger princess today.
Yes. And I think this is another point that when you have someone who is supporting you, you're growing both together. Like my husband, he grew so much since we start to date and all the stuff.
When did you meet him?
Actually, it was 2000. It will be 10 years. So 2016. Yes. In April 2016.
So you hadn't moved here that long then?
I moved in 2015.
And you met him the year later?
Yeah, at my friend's house. Yeah.
And it just was an instant, or was it?
No, it wasn't instant. It wasn't instant. But yeah, we met each other, but we didn't chat for maybe 2 months. And then basically my friend's mom, it's actually everything when you're thinking in this life, everything is going.
It connects everything,
yes.
just slots.
It's basically, when I moved to London, I was looking for someone who can do nail extensions, like nails for me. And I find the girl on Instagram. Her work was still incredible. She's still doing my nails. And I messaged her, but she wasn't answering me. And I was like, okay. And then in 2 weeks, she's messaging me, asking if she can get her lashes done. And I was like, can you imagine, you message a random person who you just found on Instagram, asking if she can do a nail. She's not answering, but she found you, asking if you can do her lashes. And when she came to me, I realized she was pregnant with her son. And basically we started to do each other nails, lashes. And I think when she gave birth, I started to come to her house because she was doing my nails, then I was doing her lashes. I was spending, and I was like, she just gave birth, she's having a baby. So, and then we became close, and she said to come on my birthday, blah, blah, blah. So I came on her birthday, and that's where I met my husband. And her mom was that time there. She was like, Darja, look at him. And she was always trying to connect us. And I think I split up with my ex that time, or it was like rough relationship or something. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure.
I don't want a man in my life right now.
Yes, it was just like, and I left home. Oh, he gave me his number because something was his IT guy, basically. Something was wrong with my laptop. And instead of taking my number, he gave me his number. And I'm like, I'm not going to message you. No way. So I was like, forget about it. So I started to go to get my nails again to her. And another time, like maybe on second appointment since I met my husband, her mom, she was like, but you still don't like Jen. And I'm like, I'm not sure. And I said, my friend, okay, give him my number and tell him if he wants, he can message me. Next day, boom, 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 hello. And since then, yeah, we start to date, text. Yeah, we started, our first date was on 29th of May. So that's where we celebrate every year. We got married last year.
I know,
on the
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. On 29th of May. So we decide to have everything on that day. So yeah, this year in May, it will be 10 years we're together.
Wow.
So I'm always saying that to my friend, thank you to her mom.
It happens in weird and wonderful ways though, doesn't it? Because you instantly, you meet someone and then they introduce you and then you just think, how did your lives, and you was always going to cross paths at some point.
Yeah. And then like, I think we start to date in May and December, we moved together. We start to live together.
Now you've got children together.
2 children, yeah. Yeah, it's just like everything in life is...
You need that support though, like even just throughout everything.
Yes,
like
I feel sorry for the girls when they're saying, oh, my husband, he's not helping me, he's not supporting me. And I'm just like, I'm always, in my head is always, you need to find another guy. You're not with the right man.
No, because you want them to be your number one fan. You want them to...
Even like today in the morning, I said, will you listen to my podcast? He's like, of course. It's just like my husband. Like if I said, let's go move back to Estonia. Even he's not from Estonia. He was born in Moldova, but he's living in London since he was 8. So he left everything here and he moved with me to the Estonia with my crazy idea. Like he's like, yes, of course, let's go. And then I said in 5 months, let's go back to UK. He was like, okay, let's go.
He sounds very chill.
He like everything what I'm saying, he's like, yes, of course, let's do it. He's trying with me. And like the same like with work, with like competitions, with salon, with everything, he is helping me.
He doesn't put that doubt in you. Like, he almost go, if you're going, I'm going to open a salon, he won't go to you, I probably wouldn't do that because of blah, 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 blah. He almost is like,
let's do it together.
Go on then, let's do it and see what happens. It's like, that's what you need because it almost makes you not fear because you know you've got him. Yes.
So ladies, if you have a guy who is not supporting you, it's maybe a good time.
Bin him.
Yes. To find someone. To be honest, I'm just always thinking I would rather be by myself rather than I will be with the person who is not supporting me. Why I need this person?
Because then it's also an extra weight on you when they are bringing you down as well.
Yes.
And making you think you're not good enough to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my husband, he's helping with everything, like work, kids, like if he feel I'm tired, he's even sometimes saying, Darja, just go in your bed, go to the bedroom, close the door, just go and relax. If he's seen that I'm already like super tired, overwhelmed, I'm getting irritated, I'm starting to shout or something, he's like, okay, we all need that. Like at some point when you have kids, work and all the stuff. And he is like, he can see that when I need that time.
And he will put that in place and just be like, go and
the same I'm doing towards him. Like if I feel he's tired or something, I will be like,
Well, I saw a video the other day of how you can be in a relationship, and it was all about your batteries. How sometimes you can both be at 0, and like you'd be tired together, but sometimes you could be at 60% and he could be at 40.
Yeah.
And you're the one who maybe might carry the relationship or each other for that moment. But it's likewise, isn't it? When you're at 60% or 70% and he's a bit lower, you will pick him up.
Yes.
So it's the fact that you do it for each other and it's like reciprocated.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
Yeah. And I think that's how it should be in
Yeah,
the
that's how it should be.
relationships.
But
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's hard to see what a healthy relationship can be, I think.
Yes.
And then I think when you're actually in one, it's almost quite simple, isn't it? Like, do you not find that sometimes when a relationship's classed, not boring, but you know when you have that, you're not arguing that much, you're not doing, like, there's no
tension. Energy. Yeah.
Yeah. You just think, this is actually what it should be like. It should just flow.
Yeah.
And
My mom,
easy.
she was always asking me, like, when I start to date with him and like when I got or something, she's like, Darja, is that the person who you want to get old? Like, you want to be when you will be old? I was like, yeah, because we're doing everything together. Like, and every day is interesting for me to be with him, like to go to the cinema, to listen what he's saying, doing something together. And the same for him. I hope so. It's interesting. Like, but I mean, everything we're doing together, like we're trying to do everything together because we want to do it together. Mm-hmm. And when in the relationship, you start to do stuff a lot by yourself, I feel that you kind of
disconnect.
Yeah, separating. Oh gosh, I'm saying my husband, you can't imagine how much I love you, and he's like, really? I was like, yeah, because I'm not fully showing you. I'm the person probably who probably not gonna show much. Mm-hmm. But I was like, just know it.
Just know that I really do love you.
Yeah.
Oh,
every day. Seen like already 10 years. I was like, yeah, he's incredible.
Oh,
Best man in the world.
Oh, I love that. And the thing is, when you do see yourself getting old with each other, I just think it's just a really special thing. Like I see, if I see an old couple walk down the road and they hold hands, I always go to Jack, that will be me and you one day.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's lovely.
So yeah, the support is important. And I think support is helping you to get the success, is helping you to grow. And I said, like, for me, before my husband, it was my mom. Mm-hmm. My mom, she was telling me a lot. She was explaining me a lot. She was helping me to choose the right path, like to go in the correct way. Like now it's my mom and my husband, like both of them. Like if I don't know what should I do, how should I do, I will talk to my mom, I will talk to my husband, and then I will be like, okay, like even for me, with me, like now when I left being self-employed, left doing lashes, having my own business, and I said, I'm scared.
It's the unknown.
It's completely different. Like now I'm going to work for the company. I don't know really, I didn't really knew what I have to do that time in the company. And it's just, my husband is, don't worry. And I was, and then I said like, what if I'm not going to like it? He's like, don't worry, we will find something. It's just like, when you're afraid, but you have someone who can help you, it's amazing.
It's just to give you that little push and support you and go, you can do it and it will be fine. Because everything does work out in the end. It always does.
It's just like you're afraid because you don't know what is there, but you still will figure out. Like even when I had a call with Hanna, I said, Hanna, can you give me some, I can't do customers anymore. Like it's not working out really with my husband working hours, with my kids and so on. I don't want to work evenings. I want to be with my family and so on. And Hanna said, yeah, just come. But again, like I wasn't really sure, will I be able to do it? Maybe Hanna will fire me like in a month saying, Darja, no, you're good doing lashes, but the rest, no. So yeah, it's just like you never, but I knew, for example, like if Hanna will tell me, bye Darja or something, I have a support, like I have husband.
Yeah.
Like everything will be fine. We will find something
You're not
else.
on your own trying to figure it out. You have someone to bounce ideas off.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to go back to when you started the education world. So before your now new role at London Lash, you became an educator for London Lash and you was traveling the world, you was doing everything like that. Did you feel ready to become an educator?
No, of course not.
No. Okay.
No.
So this is something that I feel like I get often in my inbox, people say to me like, when did you feel ready to do that? Or I'm waiting to feel ready. You know, when they wait so long to become something, they don't just go and do it. They wait till it's
the same as with the kids. There is no right time. You will never have a right time to have kids or to do something. So if you're waiting and you want to do it, as I said, just do it. But I will tell you, it's hard. It's a hard job.
Yeah.
And I didn't know. Like for me, I remember every time I had the training, oh my God, I was so nervous. It's like probably like, you know, stars, they're going on the stage, famous people, they're probably always nervous.
I'm so glad you said that, because I used to, when I became an educator, I was quite young. I was like 22. And I was thinking about this today when I was reading through our questions. I didn't know if I was too young at the time.
I was 23.
And I don't know if I had the self-belief in myself at that age, but I was doing it all on my own. So like I was working for a brand, but I was not in a salon or anything. Do you know what I mean? I was
by yourself.
Yeah. So I almost like, I'd have sleepless nights the night before. I'd wake up stressed about it because I felt like, what if I don't deliver it well? What if I can't explain it well? You know?
See, with me, as I said, Hanna, I learned a lot from Hanna. So before Hanna actually allowed me to do the trainings, I was going on each her training she was doing for like, I maybe been on 5 or 10 trainings before I started to do the trainings by myself. And first it was only VIPs, one by one. 1-to-1.
So was you observing Hannah's teaching?
I was helping her. I was looking how she's teaching, how she's delivering the information, how she's talking, like everything. Everything. And I'm so thankful for that because it was free for me. I didn't pay for that.
No.
And for me, like Hanna was like, Darja, will you come? Yes.
I will be there.
Yes. I was everywhere she was calling me. I was saying yes, even if I had to. I remember once we went somewhere in UK to do the training. I went with her and we came very late and I had to work in her salon next day at 7 a.m. And I still said yes. And Hanna felt probably very sorry. She was leaving like maybe 10 minutes walk from the salon. She's like, you can stay at my place and then walk up in the morning and go to the salon. And I remember Hanna was telling me, Darja, you need to work. You can only skip work if you're super sick or you're dying, then you can skip. And I was like, yes. So Hanna was a very big motivator for me that time.
Great role model as well to observe.
I was looking, I was like, I want to be like her. I still like looking, I was like, I want to be like Hanna. but now a little bit more in the slow mode. Yeah, like Hanna, she's a big inspiration to me. And yeah, Hanna helped me a lot that time.
So if someone's dream was to be an educator, what advice would you give them if they're thinking of taking it and doing it? Is there any like advice that you'd give them for starting out?
I would probably ask myself, will I be able to deliver any information on the training to any person on this world? Because we're all different. Because I think that's the problem.
Right.
Being an amazing lash technician It's not the same as being an amazing
This is actually one of my questions.
trainer.
So would you say you could be an amazing lash artist, but not the best teacher?
Yes, and I've been on the trainings like this.
Why do you think that?
Not everyone can deliver information. It's just like, it's the same, like, not like my husband. He's doing cybersecurity. When I'm looking what he's doing, I'm like, what are you doing? What is that? What is I probably will not be able. And for me, it probably will be hard to do this kind of job. And it's the same as here. You can do amazing lashes. You can be technically amazing, applying, and you have all this knowledge and you're doing this amazingly. But deliver the knowledge, it's completely different. It's not the same as doing this stuff.
Because it's also how you deliver the information.
Yes. And like, don't think that everyone is thinking the same way as you thinking. Sometimes you never know who's going to come to you today on the training. Like once I had a student and I was explaining her about the glue and everything. And she asked me, and I'm like, oh yeah, humidity. She was like, what is humidity? And I realized, okay, so I have to, you have to adapt to each person. You need to be able to explain any topic at least in 3 different ways, let's say. Because sometimes I even have to use my fingers. I have to use drawings. I have to explain on, I don't know, taking an apple and banana. Like, you need to be able to explain things in completely different ways to make sure that the student will understand this. And I think some trainers, they are doing beautiful lashes. They're showing these beautiful lashes. People are coming on their training, but they're disappointed at the end because the information wasn't delivered good or something like that.
Or clearly,
yeah.
Because sometimes it could be for the artist in their mind, you know exactly how to do that.
Yes.
So you're almost, you're not breaking it down into the baby steps to be like, you have to treat every student, I think, of course, they don't know nothing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
You really strip it back and everything has to be baby steps all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's just, I remember like Hanna asked me, can you show how to do the fan with the finger technique? Because I use finger to create the fans. And I showed and she was like, can you explain now? And I'm like, I never thought about it. So after that, I start to think how I will be able to explain my student what exactly they need to squeeze and press, do.
Break down all the micro movements to show that. I actually found that when I did my online course, because you can't see their faces who you're talking to, I sat there thinking, okay, I really need to, I can't read I don't even know. You can read people, can't you, on the training day? If they don't get it, you can kind of go, yep, do you want me to explain that in a different way? But online, I was then thinking, okay, how can I explain that in a really simple term of like an everyday situation?
Simple. That's actually, that should be for each trainer. You need to be able to explain everything in a very simple way. The most simplest way, really. As simple as possible, basically. Because I think that's the only way for everyone to understand. Again, like everyone have different background. You don't know, like they may struggle with something. I remember everyone was saying, like Anastasia, when she did my training, she's like, Darja, you kind of feel the puzzles like in my head, like everything is now like connected. And it wasn't only Anastasia who was telling me that. Everyone was telling me like, Darja, you explain everything so clearly. Like everything like connected in my head. So I was like, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
So I think if you would ask me what would be the person who is thinking become a trainer, ask yourself, will you be able to do this? Will you be able to explain everything?
Yeah.
And another thing, it's very energetically draining. Like you feel very tired at the end of the day. So yeah, I think that's...
What would make, if you could think of what would make a great trainer, so would that be someone who, for example, I quite like it when people are quite direct, you know, when they kind of say things in a very straight way.
Yeah.
Like, not in a horrible way, but they can be quite...
okay.
Go around the houses about it. What would you say would make a great educator? Like, what are the things that they should have in themselves to...
You have a lot of patience.
Key.
It's main thing, because sometimes you will have to explain one thing 20 times, 30 times, and you need to be calm. You need to smile. And you said about to be direct. For example, when someone direct to me, I'm absolutely fine. Like I can accept that, but not everyone can accept that. But you need to be able to explain or say something in a very gentle way if something is wrong or if something is not right.
Yeah.
To not upset the person. So you need to be like a chameleon, really, because you need to adapt to each person on each training.
Read the room as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you never know who's going to come through the door, who is this person going to be, and so on. So
you need to be patient, adapt to your environment, smiley.
And you need to know what you're going to talk about, basically. You need to know about... you need to know about lashes, everything. Because if the students may ask you completely like different questions, and
you need to know the answer
you need to know, because they see you as a mentor, they see you as a trainer, they came to you to get answers on those questions. So yeah, it's for me, when someone is saying, oh, I did lash training 1 year ago and now I want to do trainings, I would be saying, I mean, try. But I don't think it's the correct way. I don't think you will be able to do to answer all the questions. I don't think you have enough practice. Like, I was doing lashes since 2011. I became trainer in 2016. So 5 years. And in those 5 years, I finished maybe like 7 or 8 trainings. And even after that, I was doing the trainings.
And I think as well, you have to have the experience behind you then to know how to answer the questions and have the challenges happen to you. Because I feel like there's a lot of lash artists now, but there's also a lot of trainers, good and bad trainers, isn't there? I feel like you can get qualified as a trainer pretty quick.
And easy. Yeah, you need to have at least 6 months of experience.
The standard is a bit...
I think this is what needs to be changed, really. It's so easy to become a trainer, but... And I think that's the problem now, is that we have so many trainers out there.
Yeah.
And they don't maybe care when they deliver trainings for like £100 or £200 max with the kit and everything. And like, I'm sitting here like I was charging £1,000 for the foundation training, 2 days foundation training. But I was like, I'm not going to put my price down, because all my experience, I spend so much time, of my life, my money, by getting this experience. And if you want me to share this with you, of course, I wanna get something back. So yeah, I
think sometimes the cheaper trainings is what gives the industry sometimes a bad name when things go wrong with clients, and then you see it on social media of someone doing something or not being trained well. It's like, I only had it the other day. I had a client come in who had been somewhere else and her lashes were the worst I've ever seen, with not isolated. Everything was... I moved one eyelash, the whole set moved. Honestly, I was like, oh my God. But I even said to the client, she didn't tell me who it was. I didn't ask. I just said, it's not the artist, it's her training. And that's what the sad bit is the fact that some people are just doing it because they're thinking they're going to be able to earn money quickly. but that's not the reason you should be doing it. It's because you want to make the industry better. It's the next step because it's your passion, you know?
Yeah.
What would you say for someone who wants to stand out, though? This is a really crowded market now. For an educator now, how could they stand out? What is there things that they could be doing?
I would say just to be yourself. Now it's quite hard. Like when I became a trainer, it was easier, I think. Like I think when I was going, what was promoting me, it was my work. I remember I went to the competition in Slovenia. There was no 4 millimeters on the market, lashes, the length 4 millimeters. There was no 5 millimeters, or maybe they was just coming to the market. And I said to Hanna, can you please get me 5 millimeters? So she brought me a box of 5 millimeters. So what I did, I think that was like, everyone was impressed. Basically, I cut 7 to 6. I had 5 and I cut 5 to 4. So I did my volume from 4 millimeters in the inner corner. Perfect fan. I still have a video where Tatiana, the owner of Inlay, she's having her own brand as well of the lashes. I still remember the video when she was like, she placed 4 millimeter with the perfect fan, perfect leg in the inner corner. Incredible. and I was like, and that's what was standing me out from everyone. Probably that's why everyone was impressed of my work. Everyone probably was putting 7 millimeters. Of course, now it's harder. But I think now to be successful trainer, you need to be yourself. Don't copy anyone. Be active. Show people what you know. Not everything, of course. But now we need, someone will want to buy, they want to see what you can give them, at least a little bit. So you just need to be active and you need to be yourself to be a good trainer, like to be not a good trainer, to be popular, to make sure that people will come to you.
Because I think it's not being something they just scroll past, because there's so many people, isn't there? It's something, I guess, finding your niche in what you want to train people in, maybe as well.
Yes.
Like, for example, you were doing them very small lengths. At that time, not a lot of people were doing it. So that's like,
when I was rolling them with my fingers, I remember like everyone like, can you show? I was like, yeah. So it's just like, I even remember like there was competition in Italy. I did the set. Veronica was always been my model on any competition. I did the lashes. She get up, and the girl who was sitting, she stand. She saw my work and she sat back. She was like, "Oh my God, this is incredible!" And the girl who was sitting next to me, she invited me. I think she was the first one who invited me to come with my training to Rome.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. So I just did lashes on the competition, and someone invited me to do the training on.
I think if your work stands out and it is something that people go, how is she doing that? You know, instantly people want to. You want to know. You want to know. You want to know. You want to know what's the tricks, how she exactly achieving this look. So would you say it's about zoning into something and mastering every detail of that? Like, say if you wanted to be short lengths, for example, you mastered the fan leg, how to do it.
Yep.
So to stand out in a way, it is being the master of that,
of something. Yes. Yeah. I think, and be yourself, because if you will start to copy someone, you will be lost
in it.
Yeah. But if you do something different, not like everyone, everyone will be like, oh, she's doing different. Let me go and check what exactly she's doing. Interesting. So I think now, because everyone is trying to copy everyone. It's
the trend, isn't it?
Yeah.
To jump on something.
Yes.
But when everyone else is jumping on the same thing, you're not going to get seen, are you? That's a good one. So this is one of the bigger questions that I have just about education. What do you believe lash artists often underestimate about becoming an educator, and what foundations should someone have firmly in place before they even consider teaching others?
Good question. I think, and I don't blame, and I probably was the same person, everyone is thinking about money.
Yeah.
When they want to become an educator, they're thinking, oh, I can earn a couple of, like, not even couple, like if you charge 500 minus kit, like you can earn 300-400 pounds per day. And you're thinking, oh, I don't need to bend doing cost. And they are thinking first about earning money, but they are not thinking about how they will deliver this to the students' information. Will student like it? How to make the training good, better, and all these things. So I never was thinking about money when I started to do the lashes. I even sometimes forgetting to charge people. It was such a good thing for me. But it's normal to think about money, but don't think about money. Think about how you can make your training better every time. I even remember I was changing my slides after each training. I was like, okay, next time I need to add this to my slide. Next time I need to remove this slide that we don't need. So every time you need to think of how you can improve yourself, how you can improve your education, how you can make sure that everyone who's coming to your training, they will be happy. Because happy student review, more student will come. They will recommend you to someone else, they will come. So I think a lot of trainers now, they're thinking it's easy money, it's easy income, which is not really easy. And
I feel like a lot more work goes into being an educator.
Oh yeah,
if you're talking all day, it's exhausting.
It's sometimes I remember when I had a group trainings, I was coming home and I saying to my husband, "Shh, we're not talking. We're not tomorrow," because you just like. And sometimes I don't know if you know. Sometimes people, they can suck your energy.
Yeah.
And I had a couple of times the days when person was leaving and I'm like that. I was sitting on the sofa and I was like, I need to order taxi. I can't walk. I'm dead. So.
And it can be, because I feel like sometimes you can absorb their energy as well, because everything is you absorbed by the people you're around, aren't you? And when someone is maybe not getting it as well as quick as the other person, you do take that on yourself because you want to be, okay, we are going to get through this, but it is exhausting because your brain has to go somewhere completely different.
And it's as well, it's a lot of work behind, like, as I said, like improving your training. You need to think how you can make better. Like you need to go and improve your skills to be up to date with the trends and all these things. Like now we have so many trendy effects like wet look, lamy look, and all this. Like even like you need to be up to date with those. So you need to go and improve your skills as well. You can't say that, oh, I've done training 10 years ago and since then I never done the training. I'm an amazing trainer. No. You're probably already an old trainer with old information. Like now we have UV glue, UV light.
Yeah.
You need to cover that on your trainings. People want to know about this as well.
Or they may just have questions about it and you need to know what that exactly is. How did you find becoming from a stylist to an educator mindset-wise? Did you find that a struggle to change your way a little bit? Because I know a lot of people struggle. Sometimes they can be in a stylist mindset instead of being in an educator mindset, that they try and go to that level and then they're still thinking about gaining clients more than gaining students, if that makes sense.
You mean it's hard to
transition into being an educator when you've
For me, it was never.
Always just a little, you just flowed into it?
Yeah, for me, it was easy, actually.
But I guess you were probably around people that were doing it. So you can kind of observe.
Yes. Yeah, like I was observing a lot. And I think actually it's another good thing. Like if you can ask if you want to become a trainer and you have a, for example, person who is delivering trainings, ask this person, can they come and be your shadow on the training?
Good idea.
It's can help you to see how it's going.
If you even will like it.
Yeah.
Because you might actually hate it.
One of our trainer, I don't remember who, Gergana maybe, London Lash trainer. She was telling me that she even thinking to do the training, like people to come before they coming on foundation training to come and try to apply the lashes. Will they like it or not? So I think it's the same. Like if you have someone or message your trainer who, I don't know, deliver you volume training or foundation training and say, can I come? And I don't know, maybe they will say, pay, you just pay, like at least to see. Will you like it? How hard it is? What you will need to go through?
Yeah. Because it's not that you're just training them on the day. You also got to support them students afterwards.
Yes.
So have you got the emotional capacity to be doing that?
Like I'm not doing training already for so many years, like live trainings.
Yeah.
But people still sometimes the messaging say, oh, Darja, I had this problem. What do you think would be or what should I do? And like, I'm still answering, like people still, of course you can set boundaries saying, look, after training, you have, 6 months. But like, I still feel that everyone who I trained
still look at you.
Yes. Yeah. And like, and I'm always saying, like, if you have any questions, please message me. I want to help you. I want to...
Because that's what the end thing is that you're there to help. Like, because you're an educator, you are there to help.
Yeah.
But maybe that's where I think people go wrong when they think it's just for the money. Do you see what I mean?
Yes.
They all more go, they want to earn the money, but they don't want to give the support after. I think you shouldn't be an educator if you're going to be doing that.
Yeah.
So we are coming towards the end, but I just wanted to talk to you about your role now. Oh. Now you're in the London Lash. You're in it fully.
Yeah.
You don't do clients anymore. You're not doing anyone's lashes or brows. Or are you a little bit?
Well, just my friends.
So tell me about your new role. What do you do?
So it will be, well, I'm with London Lash since 2016, basically. But I've been like in and out. I've been always London Lash trainer. And April last year, on the 1st of April, I start to work and help Susanna with the trainers. And we're working so good, like together. It's like
you two are like two peas in a pod.
Yeah, we are best connection in the world. We understand each other from half words, like sometimes from just like she's looking like, I understand you. You don't need to explain everything.
You don't even need to say anything.
Yes. Now as well, I'm looking after distributors, London Lash distributors. We don't have many, but I'm looking after that. Like Susanna, she's now looking after customer service. And I think she's the best person for that position.
She's a kind soul.
She's the best. So yeah, I'm doing a lot of different things really at London Lash. I don't mind. I said to Hanna, like, everything, what do you think I can do? Like, I was afraid taking this role as looking after distributors because I'm like, I never done this in my life. What should I do? But they explain me everything. I'm slowly moving into it. I've done a couple of mistakes, but they're small. Like
You're getting there.
Yeah.
And you're enjoying it?
It's hard because it's new.
Like anything.
Yeah. Yes. But I know that I need 2-3 months. I just gonna do it all the time and I will be fine.
Yeah. Well, anything in your life you've done, you've accomplished very well.
Yeah, I'm trying. I have like no other options. But I'm the person, like, I was doing nails at some point. I didn't like it. I'm not doing nails. Mm-hmm. So I'm the person, if I don't like it, I'm not going to do it.
You're quite aware of,
Yeah.
like, if it's not for you, you can kind of say, do you know what? I tried.
Yeah, it didn't work out. Yeah. So
where do you see your goals then? So you're working with London Lash. Do you see that you just want to, like when me and Susanna were talking about it, she would love just to grow more with London Lash to see where it goes. Have you got something where
I think I'm now, I don't have goals. Mm-hmm. Well, my goal is to get money on my bank account without doing anything. That's my goal.
Everyone's dream.
That's my dream. But, like now, after working so hard, mm-hmm. like having salon, doing lashes, traveling, trainings, now I just want to enjoy my life. Life is short, unfortunately. I want to enjoy my life.
Yeah.
Of course, I want my life to be better. Mm-hmm. Financially and like where I'm living and all the stuff. But I'm like, if I'm not going to like it, I will change it. Now I like it. Everything only is growing. Like I came just helping Susanna with stuff. Now mm-hmm. I'm like kind of already looking after distributors. You never know. I don't have like a proper goal of what I want to do.
I actually think that's lovely though, because you've accomplished so much, but it's actually quite nice to just be calm.
Yes.
Slow. I love.
I'm enjoying now, and thanks to my husband, I can enjoy my life. Mm-hmm. Of course, I want to earn more. And there's no number that I will be like,
of course, yeah.
Like if I will have a billions on my account, I'm probably like, I know I want more. I'm just kind of with the flow. Yeah. I'm always open to the new stuff. Like Hanna said, would you like to take a distributor? I was like, yeah, let's try. Mm-hmm. Let's see how it will go. Of course, like as probably everyone, I want to grow.
Yeah.
I want to, like Hanna, she's got like a board of directors maybe at some point, please. I want to be there as well. But again, like if I will not be there, it's fine.
Yeah, because you're happy.
Yeah, for me, like now, I'm kind of catch that, like zen. Mm-hmm. I want to enjoy my life. I want to work. I think I probably like being so high mm-hmm. that I'm now kind of like want to, Darja, slow down.
Yeah.
And thanks to my husband, I can do it.
Yeah. Well, you both have grown with each other.
Yeah.
So you've both been each other's pickup. Like when you was traveling, he probably was supporting you while you were doing that.
Sometimes he was traveling with me.
Exactly. So I think like it does balance itself out. And do you know what? Sometimes you need to sit back and go, oh, I've done so much. Like, because you've gone through everything. You probably sit there thinking, I have done.
Oh, yes.
A lot. And it's time to enjoy life, especially with little people. And like you said, life is far too short. And I feel like when you have things in life that happen, it does make you stop a bit,
Yeah. For me now, I know if I will go back to that life which I had before, mm-hmm. probably will go mental somewhere in the hospital. It's just like now I want to do what I like. If I don't like it, I'm not going to do it. Of course, if my life will bring me to the level where, I don't know, I need to go back doing lashes, I will go and do lashes. Mm-hmm. I still enjoying it. Like my friend, she's like, can you do my lash lift? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing her. She said the other day, can you do extension? I was like, yes, let's do it. I still love it. I still can do it. I still doing it very good. Mm-hmm. I'm still, we have online trainings. I'm still catching with online trainings like this, train the effects and so on. I can do those effects. So, I know that if I will have to, I can do it. Mm-hmm. And I can do it very good.
Yeah.
And I can go back. I can reopen salon if I will have to. I know how to do it. I can reopen a studio or a room where I can do it. But now I feel that I have this. And if I can do it, like in a calm way, enjoying my life, being with my family, being with my kids, my husband. I will rather be here rather than I will not see my kids and so on. So
yeah, it all kind of has worked itself out and you're happy doing what you are doing.
But as I said, like I'm open
to growth. Yeah,
to growth.
Anything can
like
happen.
I don't know if maybe Hanna in a half a year will say, Darja, do you want to do this? I will be like, yeah, let's try.
Why not? You never know.
Yeah.
So we are coming towards the end and I have got a quick 5-question round.
Okay.
But before I go through that, I just did want to touch base. Just one question, because I know we're running out of time a little bit. You having your own salon, right? Do you find that that salon taught you a lot and you're happy that you've now left it and going into London Lash?
Yes, because I really wanted salon. It was my big dream. And I realized that if I wouldn't try that time, I would probably now still thinking, oh, I want salon. I tried it and I realized it's not for me. It's not what I want to do. It's not my type of work. Because when you have a salon, you really need to forget about doing customers. You need to think about the business.
Yeah.
How to grow the business and everything. And that's not I wanted to do. And again, like staff, and all the stuff, it's just like hard. It's a lot. It's hard. I know some people enjoying it.
It's just not for everyone.
Yeah, it's not for you. And I'm glad I tried it.
Yeah.
I know how to open salon. I know what you need to have, what you need to do.
Do you know what you should do? You should become a coach.
I know.
You have done a lot. You literally, people would learn so much from you.
I think I thought about it. It's like, should they finish coaching courses or something? But I'm not sure. Maybe.
I think you'd be amazing at it. You've got a lot of experience.
Yeah, in everything.
In everything.
Yeah.
You've lived a whole lifetime in this.
10 years. No, 10 years.
No, but I mean, you've done so much in such a short
period of time,
which would be someone's whole lifetime. Do you know what I mean? You've done.
I know how to open limited company, VITs, and all the stuff. What do you need to?
Now you're working with distributors. Yeah. You're doing trainers. It's like.
I'm actually was thinking probably wherever you will put me, I probably will be able to adjust and work. It's just I remember when Hanna took me, I was so slow. I said, Hanna, look, she's like, it's fine, Darja, don't worry, it's fun. And I'm the person but probably you thinking I'm not so good. And even now I said, look, I will try, I will see how it will go. Give me some time and then we will see. But everything working out perfectly.
And it's going very well.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Okay, so the beyond 5 questions.
Ooh.
Okay, so they're I say they're quick fire. They haven't really been that quick fire, so you can think about it.
Okay.
So what's your go-to comfort food after a long day of work or clients?
Food. Chocolate.
That's a no-brainer, isn't it?
Chocolate always. For me, chocolate is if I'm nervous, if I'm stressing or something, chocolate.
Instant
good milk
hit.
Chocolate. So if someone wants to give me a gift, presents, please, chocolate. Milk chocolate.
What brand? Are you a Cadbury's girl?
They're nice, but my favorite is Estonian Kalev.
Oh.
Estonian. I should bring
I feel
you
like
one.
You need to bring some and let me try because I love chocolate.
Yeah.
One word your friends would use to describe you.
Ooh, this is the hard one. I don't know. Straightforward. I'm the person who is I think sometimes I'm too straight, saying things, and sometimes I'm saying and then thinking. But I'm always saying to my friends, because you're my friend, I will not gonna lie you. I would rather tell you the truth. Which is probably you're not gonna like, and maybe you will not want to talk to me after that, but it's kind of my obligation. I must to tell you the truth.
Yeah, to be honest.
Yeah, straightforward, honest person.
Yeah, I can see that. What lash tool or product could you never live without?
Flexi glue.
Is it your favourite? it?
It's my glue. It's the glue I found. So Flexi glue is my baby.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Flexi is my baby.
Oh my God.
I'm joking. Well, glue, definitely Flexi glue, and probably tweezers.
Yeah,
Good pair of tweezers.
Can't go wrong.
Like I don't care about lashes because with my finger I tried so many different lashes.
I'm not that particular. Like with lashes, I can
But like
work with
good glue, just Flexi London Lash glue. Flexi. And good pair of tweezers.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned so far?
Do what you want to do. Don't listen to anyone. Just do what you want to do. Even if you will fail, it's fine. Just do what you want to do because you will regret that you haven't tried it before.
Love that. If you could give one piece of advice to your younger self, what would that be?
This is hard.
It's so funny because when Veronica said it, she said she'd actually want her younger self to give her advice because she was so fearless back then.
Oh, I would say don't be afraid because I'm still kind of afraid of a lot of things I need to do because I was always scared of. I was doing, but maybe if I would be more brave, I would do more. You never know. So if I would go back, I would say, Darja, you're doing everything good.
Yeah.
Continue.
Be brave.
Be brave. Yeah.
I love it. And there is one wild card question.
Ooh.
Between 1 and 30, pick a number.
28.
What's one dream you still want to chase outside of your work? It's a hard one.
Dream. I want to go on Maldives.
Oh, I would love to go to the Maldives.
Bora Bora.
You should do that.
I really want to go, probably travel, because I'm talking about like Maldives, Bora Bora. I really want to go and travel in America. You know, in Alaska, all the stuff.
Yes, love it.
I really want to go there. I want to go to Bali at least once. I want to go and travel this
around.
part, like Japan. Yeah, I want that.
Oh, I love that.
I want that because it probably sounds funny. I was traveling a lot with the trainings, but I never was enjoying the environment.
You don't see it though, do you?
Because you are tired, you're working, and then you think I need to go back home. I want to travel now, not for work. I want to travel, seeing world.
To enjoy life.
Yeah. So yeah, Jen, if you're listening to this podcast,
I want to go on holiday all around the world.
Yes, please, Bora Bora or Maldives.
So if anyone wants to connect with you, find you, message you.
Instagram, it's Darja _Striletskaja, my name and surname. You can email on my work work email, darja@londonlashpro.com.
What I'll do is I'll put that in the description as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry?
I'll put it in the description as well so they can have your details.
Yeah, but I'm always open for a chat.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. It actually was my dream to be on the podcast, and I really enjoyed it. And I feel I want to do it again and
you
again.
need to come on because I feel like there's quite a lot that we need to unpack.
So you maybe in a couple of months
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. I loved it. Thank you so much.